Okay. Okay, so all it's doing is just running in the background for memory. Yep. Yep. I love Q, man. Income Bold and one of my favorites. Oh, he's from Locked On Texans. So he doesn't do videos, he does audio. No. Okay, let's I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. Okay, guys, what up? Let me know. Make sure that audio sounds good. So we're gonna do phone calls, Colton, very, very soon. At the beginning, earlier, we're gonna start with a special guest, as you see here. My boy here from Third Coastal. And I'm gonna let him introduce himself. But before we start, oh, we have an echo. Hold on. Okay. So let me know if the echo's still there. Cause I hate the echo. It should be fixed, but you guys let me know if you still give me a thumbs up if the echo is not there. If the echo's still better, but still an echo. Good. Okay, it looks like we're good. Okay, so again, phone calls are gonna be after the segment. I have my boy here. We're gonna talk a little bit about what happened in this game. And it was a fun game, but we're going to talk a little bit about what happened in this game. So, without further ado, I'm going to let him introduce himself. What up, man? Thank you for joining the live stream.
What's going on, everybody? It's Third Coast Sports TV. I'm Wink. I'm one of the Houston Texans tubers. You can go follow me and all the rest of my guys that we have called the Round Table. It's a collective of Houston Texans tubers, and we call ourselves the Round Table. You can follow us at Soft Sports. They're pretty much live right now doing a game preview of the Colts game, since that game is going to be coming up. They did a rational recap. I haven't done my rational recap, and that's why I'm on with SZG tonight.
Yeah, so again, thank you for being here. One big thing is I want to know what was your take? Obviously, you're in Houston. You listen to the Texas media. How's that team feeling after that game? I know you guys have a quick turnaround, so you have to shake it off very quickly. But what do you think it went wrong for the Texans? What do you think went right? What could you done better and all that?
Well, I don't mess with Texans media. The local media is absolutely horrendous. John McClain doesn't know a damn thing about football. I don't know why people keep going to him for advice, but I'm gonna go ahead and get off of that because these dudes are, they're weasels and they can't even keep their jobs. But as far as this game went, man, I came on, the last few minutes, shout out to Engraven and Craven, and you for allowing me to come on. Just to give my a quick little spiel as far as I thought the overview for this game was going. Now, when I went back, a few dudes really was in the conversation and they thought that I was being cocky or I'm one of those Texans fans that they thought that they saw in comment sections and I'm not to be mistaken for anybody else as far as my mentality is towards this team. I predicted this team before um, the season started. Right before the season started, I ended up making the picks for this team to be 10-6. But before that, around the draft and the time we got Larry Tunsil, Bradley Roby, all these guys who are not on the field right now helping this football team. I predicted this team to be 7-9, just to give you a perspective of the fan that I am. I hold this team accountable for everything they do and they don't do. And this football team doesn't surprise me, and they it's like name your favorite porn star and your favorite and and we got Rick shot, man. Like these dudes backs got blown out. Like it is unadulterated. Like it was a like like we were Kunta Kinte on Sunday. It was in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we yelled out Toby at least 13 times. The Baltimore Ravens, they did what they had to do. They didn't even do anything spectacular. That was the trip part. Like, they didn't do anything elaborate. They didn't do anything like, oh God, like that's just so hard to defend. Dudes clearly weren't executing. The defense was playing well for a good portion of the game. Lamar Jackson wasn't playing his game, neither was Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson was holding on to the ball, which he hadn't been doing for like the last 4 to 5 weeks. And, he had got his throwing time down to like, he had like a top 5 throwing time over the last month or so. And he uncharacter, it was just like that scene from James Brown when he told the bandmate that don't make me come out of myself. And that's exactly what Deshaun Watson did. He didn't play his game. And, I'm not sure. It wasn't really the hype. It was a collective of things. I put the loss primarily on his shoulders for the mistakes that he put and the situations that he put us in early. Bill O'Brien got away from the game plan of running the football way too early when he didn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't do anything to stop the pass rush. They didn't run any screens or anything, and they didn't dump the ball down. They kept trying to go downfield the whole damn game, like the whole game, like, and it didn't make any sense to me. They didn't run any crossing routes. They didn't run any hooks, any curls. They didn't throw any slants, really, except on 3rd and 4th downs. And then dudes already knew what was happening, and they knew they were throwing the ball to DeAndre Hopkins, and they were able, to get turnover on downs. And it's not even like the Baltimore Ravens had the ball for that much longer than the Houston Texans had once the game was said and done. The clock battle was pretty close. And it's just like both quarterbacks started off horribly. Both defenses were playing stout, but then all of a sudden, guys started losing containment. Dudes were pausing in the middle of their rush to contain. I was just like, what are you doing? Like, you don't do that. Like, you immediately key in on the quarterback, and, it just seemed like after Lamar had broke that big run, which he didn't even have a lot of he didn't even have a lot of big runs. But that specific play where he got like 40 yards and he ended up, I thought he was going to crib it. But then you seen the safety come out of nowhere. Dudes weren't playing sound. Dudes were getting snagged on. I thought Anquan Bolden came back, and I thought this was the 2011 playoff game when T.J. Yates was the quarterback. Like, I was just like, Jesus Christ, bro. What are y'all out here doing?
I think the
linebackers and everybody played pretty much well.
Yeah, I think...
And, the receivers didn't really do anything. For the Ravens, what did they really do?
Well, our receivers are not our strongest suit. It's our tight ends.
Of course.
It's our tight ends.
Right.
And the tight ends did their thing. And Lamar, what he is, he's above 200, My big thing is, I think this game ended up being Deshaun Watson held the ball too much because our secondary was covering your guys. Right. And Deshaun, instead of trying to, he tried to buy time with his legs as he was trying to move around.
Right.
But there was space for him to run. And he should have run and slide. And he didn't. And that would have brought our defense a little bit lower. But since he did it, our defense just kept playing the receivers. So I think this game, I I'm a big fan of Deshaun Watson, but I think he could
Me
have
too.
done better because
Right.
even though we got 7 sacks, those sacks were about like 6 seconds on average. So only
Right.
one came on a blitz that came quick. The rest was him dancing
Right.
around
Right.
and our
Right.
guys getting there. So
Right.
yeah, it was very telling for me. I feel like Deshaun, what he wanted was that big play, and he fought
Right.
for that big play, and the big play wasn't necessarily there, and he needed to hold the ball a long time.
No.
And your O line, I actually thought your O line was okay in this game. I don't think. I mean, if you just go numbers, yeah, 7 sacks. Well, that's horrible,
Right.
but yeah, if you,
Right.
context matters, and the reality is your O line
Right.
held our D line for 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Look, if your O line can
Yeah.
hold that D line for 3.5 seconds, you're good. That's what
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
job is. If they're holding it for 6,
Right.
that's elite almost. So you cannot say like,
Right.
oh, your O line was actually, in my opinion, was very very good. I think like we talk about that Sunday. It's one thing seeing Lamar on tape, and then when this dude comes,
Right.
I felt like the defense was just expecting for him, and he only rushed 9 times, but that defense was expecting so much
Right.
that created the lanes for the passing attack. And at the beginning of the game, yeah, he was off. He was off. He started one for
Yeah.
six,
Oh, yeah.
but after that, he dialed in and he just started hitting his guys.
Yep.
And in the defense, I didn't see the safeties being that much back in the backfield playing high. So that means I haven't
Yeah.
checked the coaches tape, but that means they probably were playing a little bit lower because of Lamar,
Hmm.
which was exposed for the passing
Yeah.
game. So that's big thing.
They called confidence because at the end of the day, he wasn't carving them deep. It was in the intermediate and the short game. That's
Hmm.
all he needed to do. That's all he really needed to do. I mean, nobody was because we didn't have that threat. Hollywood Brown, I think he broke out on the route like early, but
Hmm.
I don't think he was targeted. And then I think they threw the ball a couple of times downfield, but nothing came of it. So they were just like, bro, we'll just go ahead and we'll take this. The defense played scared, bro. That's all it was. The defense played scared. The moment they started giving Carlos Hyde the ball, what happens? He goes for a touchdown. The moment they give him the ball,
Yeah.
really, he
So I,
goes
I
for a
would say
touchdown.
for
I
me,
understand it was in garbage time, but it was just like it was those type of plays could have been had throughout the game, and if Bill
yeah.
O'Brien would have stuck to the game plan they needed. But to give you a context of what we're dealing with as Houston Texans fan, this man is 8-25 against teams above 500, and we're not even talking about dudes who go to the playoff that are contenders. We don't need to make any snuff, and trust me, you guys are gonna open your eyes up. And Bill O'Brien, some of you may know this dude, Bill O'Brien, is a horrible coach. Like I can almost guarantee you, he doesn't have any respect at home, and that's exactly why he comes into the organization. He never has dudes right when it's time to play. And this dude is wasting talent away that could we never really resigned. We let Clowney go. Everybody was like, "Oh, JJ Watt's doing so much, bro." The moment that Jadeveon Clowney is off this team, look at the way that the defense, especially in the run defense, even though they've still been stout because of the bodies that we have, and that's what our defense is created to stop the run. But the secondary has been horrible all season. I predicted it to be bottom five in the league before the season started. Guess what? They're 29th. I'm almost guarantee you they're about 30th right now after this football game. And it makes no sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
we got a lot of soft Houston Texans fans because we got a soft ass fan base. Excuse my French. But it is what it is. We got a soft ass fan base. I'm calling them out any and every chance I get because they prolong the process of mediocrity that stands in Houston, Texas. And the citizens in Houston are far from that. We're far from that, and this is a reflection of how it makes the city look. And what are you making us look like? Perennial losers, and I don't stand for it.
Okay, so big thing that I will agree with you is I feel like you guys move away from the run too quick. I mean, you guys barely
Oh
rush.
yeah,
At the end of the game, you guys rushed because you took Watson out, essentially. I was
right,
surprised with the run on Duke Johnson. He didn't want to go
right,
down. That was a good run. The
yeah,
Carlos Hyde's run was a good run, and there was a crease, and he attacked it. There was
yeah,
guys for the Ravens that looked like they quit. They looked like we're up by 30 points. Let him have the touchdown. It still was a good run, but the
right,
Duke Johnson one,
right,
that for me was impressive. He didn't want to go down. You guys were losing big, but he didn't care. He didn't want to go. And I
right,
like Duke Johnson from the years
right,
in
right,
Cleveland. But yeah,
yeah,
you guys abandoned the run fairly quickly, and I was surprised because an nose tackle didn't play. Right, we had guys that are the nose tackle that started that game got signed Thursday before that game. He didn't
Right.
even get to practice that much, and I was surprised that you like I was expecting two things. I said this in the last Thursday stream. I was expecting you guys to run and to
Right.
use the running back out of the backfield. And
Right.
neither thing happened. Neither thing. And I was
Neither.
like, okay, good. That was my biggest fear. None of this happens, and we dominated because the other problem that happened was Deshaun was just holding the ball too much.
Right. And it was one thing, and that's one thing I was like, bro, they don't have C.J. Mosley anymore. Take advantage of the middle of the field. What the hell are you doing? The linebackers were there to be had throughout the game, but it was something about the game plan. It was something mentally that was unprepared, and you can tell by the interviews of two specific players when the game was over. Larry Tunsil and Duke Johnson. They were like, "Oh, we didn't have this game circled." Oh, Larry Tunsil had the nerve to say that one of the guys had asked him a question about how shocked we were in the game. He was like, "Y'all more shocked than we are." It's like they expected to lose or like the fix was in, But I could say one of the most egregious things, whether you're a Raven fan or any NFL fan saw, was in the first quarter when DeAndre Hopkins was on the call was about to catch that touchdown, and what was that? Humphrey or
Yep,
Peters, one of them, and
Humphrey.
they were draped all over him, and somehow, some way, and DeAndre Hopkins was eating. Kenny Stills was eating when they were able to get him the ball, but it's just like, bro, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. They didn't do enough on consecutive drives to keep the ball out of the Ravens' hands, which I feel like needs to be the game plan. Keep the ball out of the Ravens' hands, milk the clock, and then Kaimi Fairbairn, like I said when I entered the room, when I said that what's it called was the ace in the hole. I told you, Kaimi Fairbairn, this dude right here, if he out here missing PATs, if he out here missing kicks, easy kicks. As soon as he's on the right hash, and I called it, and you seen my video, you seen how I raged about
Yeah.
that, and it's just like this dude sucks.
I mean,
We have
to
no
be fair
competition
to
for him.
him,
His confidence.
Tucker missed one. Tucker did miss one.
Nah, but he didn't miss an easy chip shot like that.
It was a 40
That was an
something.
easy field goal.
Yeah, I got
That
you.
was an easy field goal he missed. It's no excuses, bro. No, no. You don't have to give me this. You don't have to hold back, bro. We all saw it. The shit was easy, and it was just like, why are you out here missing these easy ass field goals from the right hash and you're a right foot kicker? It makes no sense to me. But whatever. Um,
There's
DJ
a,
Reader, he came up big.
there's a
He was playing
crisis.
well the whole game.
Yeah, there's a crisis
Yeah,
of kicker
yeah,
in throughout the NFL. He's not. I mean, kickers are apparently hard to find. You would think it's just quarterbacks, but no, kickers are being hard. I mean, it's and throughout the NFL. Now I would say back to the Tonsil comment. Yeah, you can't say that you don't have a game circle. You have to have all the game circle. Yes, your rivalry games. I understand that. I understand you just put extra ink around those games. But
right.
you cannot say like,
Yeah,
especially the Ravens coming hot, especially the Ravens. If you guys beat
with all the
us,
media hype.
but not only that,
Yeah,
if you guys beat us, you move to the second seed, right? You guys move to the two seed,
yeah, we easily, yeah,
and
and,
then and
and
then
we would have had the second seed, and if we would have beat the Patriots, which I know we're not gonna do, and I doubt we win the Colts game coming up because Frank Reich is just a better coach than Bill O'Brien. We gonna be, but Deshaun Watson, if he turned the page and if he comes right out of the gate, and because this is a game where I really had to get in, and I hated to say what I said about Deshaun Watson for this game and this game specifically. It's only like 4 games as a Texans fan where I just look at him like, bro, what was that? You know what I'm saying? But this was one of those games. I can't believe we lost this way. This man hasn't been blown out, or he hasn't lost, by one score since, bro, like high school.
yeah,
And this is your first game, in the NFL. But it's just a wake up call. His body language, he was infuriated, but he masked it very well. But it's just one of these things, man, where the coaching of the Houston Texans has failed this team once again. Romeo Crennel is past his prime. He is not fit to be the defensive coordinator once again. And from the front office and from the top going to the down to the bottom when it comes to the players, the organization has a soft mentality as far as how it treats its players. It doesn't want to bring in any
somebody's asking
superstars.
if you think he's gonna stay there next year. If Bill stays with the team next
The,
year.
if he loses this game against the Colts, he needs to be fired. But I understand the trepidation for not wanting to fire him while the season is still in progress.
Yeah, that's
But
normal.
I can almost guarantee you, if he continues this and if he suffers, he only needs to lose to the Colts and to the Patriots. For us to even really kind of lose our playoff hopes. Yeah, I know we beat the Chiefs, which was a great statement win. We figured, okay, these guys will be able to build off that. I know we beat the Raiders, who is a good team right now. We beat Jacksonville early when they were still a very legitimate defense before they started crumbling. Oh yeah, and we beat the Chargers in week 3, which at the time was a good win. But when you look at those games as the season progresses, it's just like, bro, what is going on here? And we have entirely too much talent. They don't coach these guys up. They don't use these guys where they're supposed to put them in. And they don't do what's necessary to win football games. And it's one of the most frustrating things that we have a roster that's assembled to a. If John Harbaugh had our roster, we would be like 8-1 right now.
You like
At the
John?
very least, we'd be 8-1. If Bill Belichick had this roster, we would probably be undefeated right now. If you get
Okay.
somebody else with this football team that knows how to coach, that has a mentality that trickles down to the players, if Rex Ryan was our defensive coordinator with the talent that we have right now, with the mentality that he has, bro, this defense would be ferocious. But they don't do enough. They don't add enough in the offseason. They don't they they they've been getting experimental players, guys that you got to develop when they don't get for home run hitters, and it's just like, bro, you don't build any depth, and then when guys are going down throughout the season, then you want to sit here and try to throw away picks and get guys like Marion Conley and this guy and that guy and just throwing away and mortgaging away the future. You don't have a GM at the helm, and somehow Bill O'Brien is supposed to call plays, install a game plan, coach, call the game, and doesn't take over the defense needed when he sees that his defensive coordinator is failing Deshaun Watson as they have been throughout the years since he's been our starting quarterback. It's unfortunate to watch, but this is the life of a Houston Texans fan, and I just want to be able to give some Ravens fans and other fans, if you haven't come across me and my guys at On Saw Sports, you're gonna understand it's a different side of the Houston Texans that you know nothing about and don't believe anything that the media says. And if you want some right, accurate information, come see us. We always tell it the way it is.
Okay, so to wrap up, tell the guys where they can find you, and where they can see your content.
You can search me on YouTube at Third Coast Sports TV. Um, Also, you can find me on Twitter at Third Coast Sports TV as well.
Okay. Well, thank you, man, for joining. I appreciate it. Good luck
No
this
problem.
week. I'm hoping you guys beat New England. I'm hoping for New England win. So take care, brother.
All right, no problem. I appreciate it.
Take care, bro.
Yep.
Okay, guys. So let me. First of all, do I sound good? Because I know sometimes when people leave, things might change a little bit. So let me know. Okay, I fixed that. Have the Texans beat the Colts with Jacoby Brissett? I thought they lost. Hold on, we can check that. We can check that because they played this year already. So at worst, we can check that game. No, the Colts beat them. Colts beat them. Where am I here? Damn. Okay, there we go. It's frozen. Uh-oh. I see. Hold on. Can you hear me at least, right? So let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do this. There you go. That look good? Let me fix that a little bit too. Okay, we good? Hopefully, sorry. Sorry. There's third coast. 0-3 against Brissett. That's not good. Okay. I mean, good luck against the Colts. What I need them to do is just beat the Patriots. That's all I want. That's all. Thank you guys for telling me. Okay, so a couple announcements before I open the phone line. We're gonna do a watch party for the Bills games. We're gonna do a watch party, and it's gonna be at Bluegrass Tavern in Baltimore. I'm trying to work this out. It's gonna be free food. Just buy the drinks. So I would like to know who would like to be there, who would like to to join. I'm excited. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be streaming like an hour and a half before the game. So if you're there, you want to join the live stream, you can just hop in and just be there. You can give your score prediction. Again, it's gonna be free food and just drinks. It's gonna be in Baltimore. We should have a good time. It's gonna be against the Bills. So stay tuned for more details. Stay tuned. All my social media is there on the side. Where is it? There. No, here. Here. Yeah, there. Okay, so SCG Sports for everything. Just follow me and we can just hook up. It should be fine. Shout out to everybody that is in the live stream. I see Triple G here. Do you follow me, man? I didn't see you, so can you send me a DM and I'll follow you back. I had no problem following you back, man. Sorry about that, because I actually needed to ask you something. I would love to go. Might have to work. Brandon, come on, man. It's a 1:00 game, so again, it's free food. You just need to buy your drinks, and it should be fine. Let me see here. Okay, so a couple things. Game against the Texans, I was surprised, pleasantly surprised, that we destroyed the Texans. I mean, that's the reality. I was like thinking there was gonna be a 6-point game, and I mean, we did our thing. So it was important. Lamar played a beautiful game. I mean, he was almost perfect. And I saw the stats of Dunway. Dunway said Lamar has had almost a full game on the bench because we have this big leads. So, look, to be honest, what I would like against some of this next couple of weeks is a dub, a contested dub. I need our team to get a little bit of adversity so we can, fight. Because, man, it's coming easy. Dude, I know some of you, like I know Samuel has been a fairly new Ravens fan. But, yo, I've been a Ravens fan for, a good amount of years, since 04-ish. Yeah, 04. And I had never, since Kyle Bowler years, I don't know. I can't remember exactly when it was before Kyle Bowler. Anyway, and I cannot remember us having this big offensive game, right? This offense that is just, I'm looking at it. I'm like, it's not my Ravens. How are we putting all these points? This is not my team. What is this team? I love it, but what is this team? My team doesn't put that many points. We usually win by a field goal, 17-14 or something. We're putting that now. We're going next level. Not only we're putting points, we're shutting them down. We're just, I mean, look, what is this? I mean, let's see the mighty teams that we have faced. Let's talk about the last 4 weeks. I'm not counting the Bagels. I mean, but Houston, 7 points. Patriots, 20. Seattle, 16. Against Seattle, we put 30. Against the Patriots, number 1 defense, 37. Against the Texans, 41. Insane. Insanity. Let me say that bye week was awesome. Because we came out of the bye week playing hard. I mean, actually, after the Bengals game, after that Bagels game, something flipped, and we have been, well, let's attribute it also to Marcus Peters, right? That's also when he came. And man, we've been balling out. I mean, it's insane. Again, as a lot of you are longtime Ravens fans, this is not normal for the Ravens, but God knows I love it. Now, I'm a defensive guy. I see my defense balling, and I see my offense balling. I'm happy that my prediction is going to be wrong. I predicted us to go 11-5. I think we're going to go way... I don't want to say it, but dude, we are impressive. The other thing is looking good is my Vegas ticket. I bet it before the year that the Ravens are gonna win it all. I forgot the odds. I put $40. I think if I win, it's like over $1,000. I don't know. But regardless, this team is in sync. Look, let's talk about the Morton Wade comments. He came out and he said they weren't true. As soon as I saw the comments, like, you know, this league is nervous. Bringing that crap up now, there's no reason. What the only reason is want to get some cracks in there. This locker room is tight, both on defense, both on offense. Players they love playing with each other, so they're looking, to start breaking that. Ain't gonna happen, guys. This team is too tight. This team is too good. This team is too talented. We're coming for everybody. Look, there's no excuses. We gotta take the Niners. When we went to the Niners, there's no excuses. This team is playing great. We had the MVP. Now Mark's leading in Pro Bowl, which doesn't matter. He ain't gonna play in the Pro Bowl because you know where we're going. None of our players are gonna play in the Pro Bowl. It's good. Yes, you got the selection. He ain't playing. You gotta go to Miami, not to Orlando, to Miami, 4 hours south. This team is impressive. Let me see some of the comments, and I'm gonna open the lines. See, my boy Third Coastal is he is answering some of the stuff. Ah, man. I lost where I was supposed to be. Okay, so I'm gonna go with Sudden Death. Shout out to you, man. What's up, guys? Earl Thomas said he was surprised they won like that too. I mean, if you tell me you thought it was gonna be that big of a route, I'll be like, you have a magic ball or something. They abandoned the road after they fell behind. Yes, but they shouldn't. There was too much in that game. The Ravens have had the number one offense and defense since week 7. I mean, I believe it. I don't even have to fact check your stats. I mean, I have eyes and they look amazing. Troy, we score on 54% of our drives, highest than the 2018 Chiefs and 2016 Falcons and the 07 Pats. Crazy stat. Let me say something before I keep going. I know I just have my boy Third Coastal Sports TV. And he says something that I keep hearing on the media and on outside of Baltimore. If we had John Harbaugh, shout out to John Harbaugh. He has done great. He has been the leader of this team. Obviously, Lamar's the leader of the players, but John Harbaugh has faith in Lamar. He has constructed this environment for this team. Shout out to him. Hell of a job coaching. The Ravens. Okay. Let me see here. Besto, what up, man? Thank you for joining the live stream. Elijah says, I was wrong about the Ravens and Lamar. I have concerns about how long Lamar's game will last. Not saying it can't. I think I'm being unfair, being conservative. Bacon Lamar is going to be an epic fight. But Elijah, this is for you, man. Because this is something that I've been talking at work with some of my coworkers. And they were like, man, this is not sustainable. I keep hearing it, right? So not sustainable. Okay. Let me tell you something. Lamar threw 3 big hits. I counted it. 3 big hits. One wasn't that impressive run. The only thing I didn't like about that run, he saw, I think it was a corner. He lowered the shoulder. He seeked contact. No. Lamar, just be smarter. Don't seek that contact, okay? The other 2, and this is on the people that say that he can't run, he's going to get clogged. The other 2 were in the pocket. One was a sack. The guy just untouched went to Lamar. I love it because Lamar started clapping and then he got frustrated. And the other sack, wasn't a sack, but the other one was a big hit on a pass. A hit in the chest. Again, so 3 big hits, 2 of them in the pocket. So we are concerned on him running. The reality is in the pockets you can get as big of a hits as when you're running. Ever since we acquired Peters, we've been a different team. Yes. We will be undefeated if we had the same defense all year. I don't know. It's so hard to be undefeated. Raiders and Seahawks struggle with the Bengals. I know, man. Don Wayne says, yeah, you can game plan all you want against Lamar. It's just so different on defense play against him. It's crazy. Dude has like a mix of berries. I mean, I don't even know how to explain. I told you guys that I watched tape to try to decipher how can I, like, if I was a D coordinator, how can I beat him? And the defense that I came out that I would do is exactly the same way. This is before the Patriots game. It was exactly the same that the Patriots implemented. The Patriots were in position every time. It's just Lamar's that special. Let me see. I'm so behind comments. We resigned Tavon. Yes, pay MP Juice Man whatever he wants. Let me see here. Last year, Harb was on the hot seat. Now he's in consideration for Coach of the Year. I agree that I think the only one that can beat Harbaugh for Coach of the Year was if the Steelers made the playoffs, because I think nobody in their mind, as soon as Big Ben went out, thought they were gonna make the playoffs, and they're fading again, right? So this team has never been so exciting to watch ever. This offense has never been so good. They lead. I know, man. That's what I'm saying, right? If you're a Ravens fan, what is this team? It's like a different team. It's all Lamar, man. That juice, whew. He did not see. I disagree, Carlos. If you see that run, he sees the corner coming and he lowers the shoulder. He could literally, and this is not what he does. He could have slide and the guy cannot touch him. That is my whole point. I agree, Jake Will. Deshaun did, and that's my point. He ran. He took one big hit on the run, in my opinion. Two big hits Lamar did on the pocket. Deshaun Watson was getting pounded. Better sign than the season. Josh Bynes or Mark Bynes? You don't have to worry about Bynes. Bynes, we don't need to rush Bynes. Bynes was since last November. He wasn't even in the preseason when nobody saw him. He's gonna be cheap if he wants to stay. Peters, on the other hand, if you can sign him, especially if you think he keeps, he can play with this defense. Now you have a bigger sample, and as the season go, look, Peters and Judon for me are my two biggest things. Yes, Peters, I like him. I would like to have him. If he's gonna cost that much more, I had to say he has to go. But Judon, I mean, right now, as we are short on pass rusher, we will have to want to bring him back. And I don't also want to go pay $20 for him. But on a reasonable price, he's going to get top dollars. And then Peters the same way, right? Is this team make a long run? Who is a must to hold? Pierce? Yeah. So I said Jimmy, if he wants to come back, he's going to be cheap. Peanut also lost some money this year, but he might want to stay on a decent contract. Judon and Peters are a big ticket item. John Gruden could be Coach of the Year. Yes, that's true. What's the B word 52? Shout out to him. Check out his channel. My boy has really good content. But he's right. Gruden is also up there. But I think if the Ravens finish number 1 overall, no doubt that he should get it. That's cool. I got you, Carlos. I'm not. How I say this. When a quarterback is on the open field, there's ways to protect yourself even more, right? And he was looking to keep making the play, and I got it. This is what I love about Lamar. But he could slide and protect himself. Now I got you, Carlos. I'm not disagreeing with you, but yes, call, man, call. By all means, call. That big run against the Texans. Watch it again. Boyle could have made a block, but he let the DB run by him. Yeah, I think also, Troy, they're trying to be, right, when you're in the open field, you want to, especially when Lamar has the ball, because the dude is so electric, you have to be careful when you're blocking because a hole can negate a touchdown, right? That's my big thing. Ingram is a great leader, and I see why Saints fans were crying when he left. Oh, come on, noob. Luke, what up, man? Okay, let me open phone lines. Where is it? Is it this? Yes. Look at that. Oh. Wait. I'm frozen and I'm unfrozen. Where am I here? There you go. Okay. So phone lines are open. The number's there. You can call. If there's somebody on the line, you have to wait, but I'll text you back so I can hold the position and I'll call you back. Okay, here's need to address how great the offensive line. Oh man, so okay, here's the first call. Can you who's this?
What's up, man?
Sutton? No, it's Modius.
Yep.
Okay, give me a second. For Don, offensive line was awesome. Actually, if you check my video of what I love and hate it, I shout out to the O line because you guys know I hated Bozeman. Like I was not a fan. Nuvo knows this. I'm not a fan of Bozeman. Bozeman has balled the last couple of games, and a guy that I didn't like last year, Skura, has been playing great. Shout out to both of them, and the rest of the O line. We knew they were solid. So, anyway. It's Modius. What up, man? Thank you for calling, bro. Hello?
Yeah, man.
Oh. So what do you thought when you were watching this game, this route? Like the first quarter obviously wasn't a route. It wasn't like a couple of the other games that we come in and we just dominated from the get-go, right? So that wasn't this game. We went in, first quarter we started slow. We missed the field goal. We go for trick play. That doesn't work. So we're like, man, what's happening? But then in the second quarter, something flipped. What were you thinking as you were watching that game?
I mean, to be honest, I wasn't really sweating it when we didn't score in the first quarter because the Texans didn't either. And I was like, okay, this possibly could be like one of those games where everyone thinks it's going to be a blowout, but it ends up being a super tight, low defensive scoring game. That's what I initially thought when I first saw the first quarter. Upon seeing, how everything changed up and then the way that everything unfolded, I mean, I remember hearing you talking a little bit earlier in the stream in regards to kind of adversity. I mean, I guess that could kind of like quantify somewhat that first quarter.
Yeah, no, for sure. I got you. I guess my point with the adversity is more like, I mean, I don't want us to lose any games, to be honest. Statistically, you think you're due a loss at some point. Hopefully, if you do a loss, you want it before the playoffs start. But I need a game where it's just a battle, right? Like throughout the four quarters, just a battle, back and forth, back and forth. That's what I'm looking for. And this is not a knock on the Ravens. Look, if the other team's gonna fall, I'll write that into the Super Bowl. If all the other teams are just gonna let us just trout them, I'm fine with that. But yeah, that's my only point. Dude, again,
yeah,
it's just
yes. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but what I would say is, number one, what team do you really feel could be that team? Because I mean, when we were looking through the schedule, we got the Rams, who end up they're not looking as good as they were last year.
I agree.
And then we have the 49ers, who, yeah, the defense is good, but I mean, what is his name? Jimmy G. That dude's soft, man. He's soft. He's like a marshmallow.
He is.
And then you got like, who's next? It's I want to say, is it the Browns who's going to be next?
No. So after that, we had the Bills. So the Bills are good on defense, but that offense is bad. And then we had the Jets.
The Jets, that could be a trap game.
It could.
But then we said the same thing about the Bengals.
That's true, and we spanked them. I agree. No, I hear what you're saying. There's not much in the schedule that you're like, for competing wise. Our toughest part of the schedule ends with the Niners, if we're completely honest. And now the question is, can the Niners give us a big challenge so we can, again, if we're gonna just plow over everybody, I'm good with that. Looks.
So, I mean,
go ahead.
So I mean, the one thing that I would say, and this might piss people off, but I mean, I'm just gonna be for real. The one team that I could possibly see us losing to is the Steelers, and that's because I think we might set out our starters.
So if we win all the games to the Steelers game, unless we're tied with if we're tied with the Patriots, you're not gonna sit everybody because you won that first round bye. If you're one game ahead, if you secure that first round bye and the first overall seed, I don't even think you seed them all, but they're gonna play very, very little because you don't want to put injuries, but you don't want to have them to not play for 2 weeks, right? Um, but yeah, man, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, that might be a game that you just say, okay, well, we don't need this here. Let's just go away healthy and prepare for the playoffs. I got you. Look, the reality is, like I was saying, I'm just shocked and impressed, right? This team is that good. This team is that mature, right? And they're just doing like if you look at defenses, they don't know what to do with us. Like literally, they are like looking and like, what do we do with this dude? It's just crazy, man. I'm loving it.
Yeah, man, and I mean, there's something that I gotta get this out there because I mean, I was talking about this a couple weeks ago. Maybe I want to say it was either after after the Patriots game, or it could have been after the Bengals game in one of the calls. Because remember how we were talking about the pass rush, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago, that was like we were saying that that's like the one area that we're lacking, and then we didn't anticipate us being in the lead pass rush, and I'm not even saying that we're gonna have that now, but I did say that all we needed was some time to build some chemistry,
Mhm.
and I feel like this past Sunday we kind of saw the fruit of that.
Yep. Now, if you think about it, also, I would say Sack Daddy looks better. And a lot of the sacks that we got was effort sacks. And if our secondary is gonna play like that, you need those effort sacks, because then they will be there. Because the secondary is covering, they will be there. Sack Daddy against, and like I said in my stream also, people tell me no, Tunsil is better than Stanley. People tell me outside of, obviously not Ravens fan. Outside of Ravens, no, don't be talking about Tunsil. Tunsil is better than Stanley. I'm like, I don't know. I think Stanley is better. And then Sack Daddy looked to have a good game against Tunsil. Like he was like pushing him, moving him. He not Stanley. Tunsil looked a little bit stiff, to be honest. So again, I know he's coming from an injury. I don't know if he's just not healthy right now. But again, because Judon was working in the right side, Sack Daddy Ferguson was working on the left side, and I thought he had a good game.
Yeah, Ferguson looks good. I mean, I think all you needed was someone that experienced the reps. I mean, I'm looking forward to what we see next year. And I mean, this is why I've been saying that I would love to be able to go down to Miami this year and see the Ravens.
Oh, me too.
But even if that doesn't happen, I'm not. I wouldn't call this season a bust per se, simply because I fully anticipate us making the Super Bowl next year. Because if we think about it, all that cap space, everyone's young, be able to keep everybody, add even more weapons. The future looks very bright for this team.
So, Smodius, are you from the area?
I'm in Woodbridge.
Okay. Well, like I said, I don't know if you hear me, you heard me. I'm gonna do a watch party in Baltimore, free food for the Bills game. So if you have some time, I'm gonna be putting stuff in social media, man. Would love for you to join.
Yeah, man. So for that, I mean, are you gonna be going to watch the game live, or are you just gonna watch the game in the restaurant?
We're just gonna watch the game in the bar because it's the Bills game. So the game is at
Oh yeah,
Buffalo. So the traffic
yeah.
shouldn't be horrible in the Inner Harbor, or in Baltimore should not be bad. So that's why I decided to do it for a road game.
That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, man. You might see me over there. It's a Bluegrass. Is his name, right?
Yeah, Bluegrass. So I'm gonna be throwing it on through social media and all that. So just stay tuned. I'm gonna be pushing more and more as the week goes. Anything else before I let you go?
Nah, man. Thanks for having me.
Always, brother. Always, brother. Thank you for calling.
Yep.
Okay, so let me see here. Who do I have?
Okay.
Oh, this is
is B.
B.
James.
James. Okay, B. James, I need you to mute the stream.
Gotcha.
You good?
Yep.
Perfect. How you doing, man? Thank you for calling. I think this is the first time you call, right?
Yes, it's my first time calling.
Okay, perfect,
I've been
perfect.
look. I've been watching for a while now, so.
I appreciate that. Okay, by the way, guys, if you want, so obviously when B James is here, as he can tell you, if you call, you're not gonna get to me because I don't have a phone. This is not that professional. This is barely watchable. I know, but what you can do is you can text me and I'll call you back. That's as soon as he called and I saw that he couldn't come in. I texted him and I told him that I'll call him back. So it's the same phone number. You can text, and I can just I'll tell you how many are before you. Anyway, dude, what do you think? What do you thought of that game?
I thought that game was pretty awesome. But what I'm noticing is we're constantly building confidence. I mean, the confidence is even surpassing the coaching almost. Um, I love the way that this. Just imagine if Joe Flacco put out half as much effort as Lamar
I
is
know, man,
with his confidence level. He'd still be here.
for sure. See,
And
the
that's
biggest
that's
frustration.
that's pretty.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead. No, I was gonna say that's like the biggest jump outside of Lamar's hard work. He said it when he first got drafted. He told Deion Sanders, "You're gonna get a Super Bowl out of me," and I think he's gonna work as hard as he possibly can until that comes to fruition, because he's got this team believing so much in his ability to win. That's what they never really felt like we could just dominate and win. When Ray Lewis was here, he wasn't gonna have anything less than winning. That's the same thing Lamar do, but just do it from a quarterback standpoint. That was Ray Lewis's biggest thing. We go out there and we dominate, and if you score 6 points, you lucky.
I know, man.
And
So
Lamar is the same way.
the reality is between Joe and Lamar is I love Joe Flacco,
Me
but
too.
my biggest problem with Joe was we were frustrated because we saw plays being left on the field, and then we were like, dude, but you need to put a little bit more effort just in the off season, just work. And I felt like with Flacco was he got paid and he was like, well, I got all this money for playing this, so I don't have to elevate my game. I'm good with that. That's my big thing.
Exactly.
I don't want to create, make it a batch Joe Flacco, but Lamar on the other side, all I see is this dude works. This dude, like I said,
Yeah.
look in that sack they got on Lamar. He went to the ground. First thing he does, he just claps at the whoever was the rusher, and then
Yeah.
he clapped to him, and then he's banging the ball. He's mad because he got sacked. I like it. I like the fiery Lamar. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I like the competitive on him. He doesn't want to lose at all. And again, goes back to in the running side. Yeah, people say he's taking shots, but all I saw was Watson staying behind that line of scrimmage and getting murder.
Right. I got two quick things I want to say.
Sure.
I didn't hear the Marty Morningwood comment, and I just have to say this one other thing. If you want to touch on that Marty Morningwood thing, I didn't hear about it, but since I found out about you guys' stream, I live in New Orleans. I was born and raised in Baltimore.
Okay.
This is how far I go back. When the Colts left, I was supposed to get season tickets. I was told if I got straight A's in school, I would get season tickets the following year. Dude, I cried for a week like a baby.
I would cry too. I would have cried too.
So it feels good to have a team, and it feels good to have a team that wants to win. But I appreciate you guys, man, because I live in New Orleans, but I'm from Baltimore, and it's like I'm getting to talk and listen to about the games with my friends back home. Just listen to you guys stream. So I appreciate it, dude.
No, I
I'll hang
appreciate
up and
it.
let other people talk.
No. I appreciate, first of all, you calling. This is one of the reasons that I do the phone lines. I know some of you guys watch me because I heard this before on the cell phone, sometimes on the road. You guys can call me, and that's fine. This is more for the people, you want to get questions. You want to put your points out there. This is why I open lines for you. And dude, you're always welcome to call. I appreciate and humble that you listen to this live stream. And thank you for the Marty side. What happened was there was some report that said that Marty wanted to make Lamar a receiver, and like I said,
Ooh.
I saw that that article or that leak, whatever it was, and I was like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, this ain't true. What they're trying to do is this team again. Not only we're winning, this team is tight. Like the Patriots are winning, but you see Tom Brady pissy, like throwing
Right.
hissy fits and all that. This team is tight, like a brotherhood. So
Yep.
I saw
They
that, I was
say it
like,
all the time.
yeah. So I saw that, I'm like, this smells like somebody's trying to throw a rock to see if there's a crack. And Marty
Mhm.
came out and said, like, I never said that. And there's nothing really, nobody's saying that other than this one report. So I dismissed it. And again, he came out with a statement. I just think the league is unnoticed. They're scared that this team is so tight. And they're afraid that nobody's going to stop them.
Right. I wish I could join you guys in Baltimore for your broadcast, man. But I can't get that at that time. But I'll definitely do it next year. I'm gonna start planning my trips around coming back home to see these games.
Yeah, man. It's fun. If you haven't gone to M&T Bank in a while, they had done great things to M&T Bank. Great
Yeah, I
things.
go every year. I just haven't been back this season. But I'm coming back around Christmas. So I'll be
Ooh.
home around Christmas.
So you should go to the Steelers game, man.
I'm gonna try to. Me and my sister go to a game whenever I come in town, so she's as big of a fan as I am. So
Good. So
we'll
she
try
lives
to
in
get there.
Baltimore?
Yeah, she's all my family's in Baltimore.
Okay, so
I'm the
it's,
only one that's left.
you went south looking for that warm weather.
Yeah, yeah.
I understand.
But
So I'm not.
I appreciate.
Go ahead, man.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I appreciate what you guys do. I listen to about 4 you guys stations because every time y'all say listen to somebody else, I go ahead and type it in and I like you guys' channel and subscribe, and then I can get to hear more and more content. So
Appreciate that, man.
I just hope it keeps building.
I appreciate that. Like I said, I'm very humble. Thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for watching the videos. And yeah, man, I'll see you next time. You're always open. You're always welcome to call.
I appreciate that. Will.
Take care, bro.
You too.
Okay, so phone lines are open. Let me see here. We might have time for one, maybe two calls. Let me see here. Pats will lose to Texans and the Cowboys. Hopefully one. Especially if you're gonna keep winning, hopefully one. Go Dynasty Raven. This team is family. I agree with that statement. That's just more fire for Lamar anyway. No way the Pats are losing to the Cowboys. Man, Troy, you know what? I dislike the Cowboys so much. You don't even know. But, not more than the Steelers. But, I'm going to go Cowboys this week, man. Because I need those Patriots to lose. You know, in the Chargers playoff game, Lamar had only 10 passes going to the fourth quarter. Yeah, man. So, what happened in that game, Marty thought, you know what? We ran all over them, and we're going to run all over them again. And they looked like they barely threw any passes in practice, and he didn't want to deviate or adjust. My biggest problem with Marty was no adjustment. Anyway, Deron Johnson, what up, man? Thank you for joining the live stream. Marty was just busy trying to show how clever he was. They love each other. Whoa. And say it there is rare for grown men unless they got each other's back. Reggie, what up, man? Thank you for joining the live stream. Pat's not gonna lose. We got to get our mind right to go to Fox Sports and take our Super. Well, Reggie, let's put it like this. I think so. Right now, Cowboys are better than the Eagles. The Eagles barely lost to the Patriots. It took a trick play for a touchdown for them essentially to win that game. Can the Cowboys beat them? They can. Would they? I don't know, because the Cowboys are very inconsistent. That's my thing with the Cowboys. And same with the Texans. Texans might look great, might look bad. They're just inconsistent. Pats have a weak running defense. They will lose to the Texans and Cowboys. I mean, I'm hoping Zeke eats well. How cool would it be? Ravens start the season in Miami and could possibly finish. I would say shout out to M Raven because I do a preview of the game, not preview or a video of the fans saying thank you to the or good luck for the season, and I will do this at the end of the year. So if you want to join me, just make sure you follow me on social media because I'm gonna ask again when we make to the playoff. I'm gonna try to see if whoever's a fan and wants to send a short little video wishing them good luck to the Ravens, and I do that compilation and put it on YouTube. So if you want to be part of that, just again follow me in any social media platform, Twitter, IG, or Facebook, and then you can send me that video. But Ing Raven said we're gonna start. Well, he didn't predict that we were gonna to the playoff, but this was a video saying good luck. So he said, hopefully we start in Miami and gonna finish in Miami, and I believe it, man. And I've never heard that statement like that before. So shout out to him because he was the first one that I heard him saying. So hopefully, Don. Reggie says Stanley got worked by the great Melvin Ingram last. Yeah, but Stanley also this year has been playing elite. Patriots will probably lose 2 more games. If Ravens lose 1 more, Ravens number 1 seed. Rafael de Silva, shout out to you. I think you're watching the stream from Brazil. I'm hoping, bro. I'm hoping. If Marty said it or not, that doesn't change the fact Marty was trash. Oh, I agree with that, J. Will. I completely agree with that. I hate the Cowboys because Skip Bayless on Ravens Nation. Skip Bayless. He just watches everything with with the blue tint. And more than the Cowboys, he's just a disciple of Dak. Dak can do no wrong in that man's head. I only see the Pats losing 1, maybe 2 more games. Double team Edelman and they can win. No adjustment. That's what I'm saying, Reggie. Going to be tough to get that. It is. It's. If you are asking me, I think we're gonna finish number 2. But I also can tell you, look, how this playoff stack right now is playoff picture. This is important to know. The Patriots right now look beatable. I mean, we obviously beat them, but they look beatable. What is this thing? Okay, so obviously Patriots are number 1, Ravens are number 2, Chiefs are number 3, and Colts are number 4. And the only reason the Colts are number 4 is because they had 1 less game. If the Colts beat the Texans, they jump to number 3. If the Colts can hold that number 3 spot, assuming the Chiefs lose, then the Chiefs and the Patriots will face again. If the Chiefs can do us a solid and they beat the Patriots, and we win out, now we're gonna be number 1, and the Patriots are gonna be number 2. The Chiefs are gonna be number 3, and the Colts are not gonna be number 4. What I'm saying right now is, it looks like we will face in the second round whoever the South winner is, and then the Chiefs and Patriots will face each other. Yeah. So, I mean, that's what I'm going with. Yeah. So I think there's a possibility. Don't count us getting number 1, but I think the probability stacks more in favor of the Patriots. That's just me. Dak is pumped up. Cowboys will win over the Pats. I mean, again, I'm hoping. I don't like him, but I'm hoping. Cowboys is a mini Ravens. Cowboys got the offense to beat the Pats. They can try to do what Ravens did. They can. They just need to run. I agree with that statement. Cowboys will pump and physical will win over the Pats. I root for every team. I get that sentiment, Don. Anybody that plays, I don't know, the Steelers, man. I mean, those are hard to watch. Like the Steelers Brownie game, I didn't watch much of that game because it was bad game, and also I was rooting for Bane. They do, but do they have the refs? Well, you know what? We got some calls this past week, so that's important to know. Whoa. Cowboys will be the Pats. Again, I'm hoping. When do you think the Ravens clinch the North? Well, if you think about it, let's say if we win the next 2, that puts us at 10-2 with 4 games to go. And let's say the Clowns win a game, so the Clowns will be 6-6. So after the Bills game, right? Yeah. after the Bills game. So hey, come to the watch party, and we might be celebrating us clinching. I love, yeah, Don, I like that. Did you guys Pro Bowl? Yes, I voted already. But again, like I said, it won't matter, B James, because you know what's gonna happen. You definitely know what's gonna happen. A Raven is EDC official whisperer. Let me see here. Every team against it, they do, but they have the refs. Cowboys lost to the Jets. I have no faith in them. I agree with that, Troy. I had no faith, but I'm rooting. Again, it pains me to say, but I'm rooting for it. As long as we get a bye, we should be good. Imagine they post your compilation video in the Super Bowl. Oh my God, that would be awesome. But again, compilation video, if you want to be there, just let me know. All I ask is a 30-second, you guys saying whatever encouraging words to the Ravens team. That's it. Rafael from Brazil, I knew it, man. Shout out to you, man. I hope that one day I can go to Brazil. Seems like a beautiful. I'm from Puerto Rico. I wish at any point I can go to Brazil. Brazil looks like an awesome country. Can't believe we'll be rooting for the boys this week. I can't believe it either, man. Let me see here. Shout out to all of you. Thank you for joining the live stream. Marty almost got into a fight with another coach in the Steelers game in Pittsburgh when they call a toss play. A toss play late in the game while we were trying to kill the clock. See it in the NFL Game Pass. Oh man, I need to go back eclectic and see that. Oh my God, Jason Whitlock, and I know Nuvo does a lot of rebuttals to him, so I don't do the videos because I know my boy Nuvo does a hell of a job on that. Jason Whitlock, I don't watch that show that much. Usually I know what he says because of Joe, but man, now he's all on board. So he could able to run all over the Patriots. Yes, I mean that's what I'm hoping. We're going to destroy the Bills. Yes, I'm hoping for that. Although it's going to be over there. So we'll see. The Bills game concerns me if it is a snowstorm, right? Because at that point also, more than the dub, I'll take the L if we're healthy. That's all I want. Do you think Marlon Humphrey wins Defensive Player of the Year? That's a tough one. Ravens Nation. I think he's good enough. He might get consideration. But when you have the Bosa brothers killing it this year, it's very hard for a corner to get it. It's very, very hard. He doesn't have pick six. He has some scoop fumbles. And those are great. I mean, those are clutch. But those fumbles, I mean, he generated the one. The touchdown he scores were other scoop and fumbles that he caught. Peters had pick sixes. So I think he's great. I think he is going to probably get an All-Pro vote. I think he should get an All-Pro vote. And... and that's probably what it ends. I don't know. Defensive Player of the Year, I think, will be a stretch. By the way, no guaranteed Pats win first playoff game. The road to Miami could go through M&T. Then that will be beautiful. Nobody wants it. I mean, obviously, we want that. The NFL doesn't want that. Okay, so we get here. Oh, where's this? Okay, I missed a call. Hello? Hey.
This is AJ.
Wait.
AJ.
Is it AJ? Hold on, man. I need to hang up because I have a background ringer. I'll call you back.
Alright.
Okay, because that was annoying. I don't know if you guys were hearing it, but that was annoying. It's true. I was on the Ing stream. He called EDC to pull out LJ at 34. No. Okay. Perfect. Can you hear me?
Perfect.
Okay, because for some reason, I don't know when you call if you can hear it, there was like the ringer out there, and that was being annoying.
Yeah, I could hear it a little faintly, but it wasn't that big of a deal.
Okay, now in here it was loud, so I'm assuming in the live stream was loud too. What's up, man? How are you doing? Are you in the purple Kool-Aid? Because I'm high in that purple Kool-Aid.
Oh, definitely. Big win against Houston. I thought it was going to be like a 7 touchdown, 10 point. Like, I thought it was going to be like a 17-point max differential. But, man, 41-7.
I know,
everything. And I didn't really have a problem with anything. That's the only thing I didn't like was the Tucker doing a Cody Party impression on the upright.
Yeah, and Tucker has been putting them too close for comfort lately. So I need him to get out of the funk.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's only his second miss of the season, so it's not too big of a deal. And then, all right, on to LA on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, man. So what do you think about that game?
Man, LA's been struggling this year. I thought they were going to be in it. I think they're going to try to get revenge on trying to get back, squat by the Patriots in the Super Bowl, but they have not been looking good.
I know. It's that Super Bowl hangover. It's a true thing. It's a true thing. Everybody that loses the Super Bowl for the longest time has sucked the following years. Or not sucked, but they haven't been as good.
Yeah, the only exception that would be the Patriots.
Yeah, effing Patriots. It's because Bill Belichick sold his soul to somebody that I'm not gonna mention. But man,
for example, last year the Eagles won the Super Bowl and then they went 9-7 the following year.
Yeah, no, I know, man. The Patriots. Shout out, but shout out to them. I mean, we have to recognize they hate being an elite franchise. They're probably cheating to do it, but yeah.
Yeah, and then so we gotta hope Dallas wins to knock the Patriots down. That's what I hope, because Dan and I were both watching the game last week, and the Patriots-Eagles game, because he's an Eagles fan, and I said we needed the Eagles win for two reasons. The Eagles win just like the Patriots, so it said the Patriots would get bumped down to just 2 seeds. But so that doesn't happen, the Eagles lost, and the Patriots are once again a problem.
Yeah, so my biggest concern, and me and Lou will talk about this a little bit tomorrow, but going West Coast is always, it can set up your team for a L. Now, we went West Coast this year to Seattle, and we took care of business. And Seattle looks really good. So I'm hoping.
Last year we went to the StubHub Center to take on the Chargers, and we won them as well.
Yes, last year we went to that Lego Stadium, and we took care of them. So I'm I'm encouraged. I'm hopeful. I'm pumped. This team is amazing, man. Again, I have so much fun watching this team. It's just awesome. Yeah,
the thing that everybody thought Baker was going to be the future, that Lamar Jackson's going to have the second-year slump. And really, so far, it's been the opposite. Lamar Jackson has been impressive. Meanwhile, Baker's the one that has the second-year slump.
I know. I mean, Baker. The problem with Baker is he looked like he spent too much time in commercials, and I mean, I'm not hating on that. Reality is, you go make your money, but he forgot to, train and take that next step.
Yeah. And then, meanwhile, Lamar Jackson's been stellar this year. What is it, 18-5?
I mean, Lamar Jackson has been just awesome. I mean, it's just crazy how good this dude is. I know you guys have followed me for a while, and I said Lamar has to get 25% better in the passing game. He surpassed my expectations. Because I said, if he I know you have been following me for a while, AJ, so you probably know that I was saying 25% better on accuracy, and this team is going to be good. And I picked him I said, if he gets 25% better, we're going to be 11-5. And I was one of the few podcasters that I was saying that high, but I thought the Lamar, because now how you stop him, right? Because if you're coming to stop the run, he can pick you apart if he was more accurate from last year. Nice. So he went 25 and surpassed that. Dude is playing amazing. And shout out to Andrews. Andrews is a hell of a tight end. Yeah. Hurst had contested catches in last week's game. Obviously, Hollywood makes that next dimension. This team has weapons. That's something else. This team has weapons.
Yeah, not to mention, and Andrews is the leading tight end right now, even surpassing guys like Kelsey, Ertz, and Kittle.
Yeah,
it's shocking.
Yeah, I mean, again, this team is special.
Yeah,
Like,
who would think that?
go ahead.
Who would think that Mark Andrews would be a better tight end than Travis Kelce or Zach Ertz at the beginning of the year?
I hinted that he was gonna be top 3. I cannot say that I thought
Yeah,
he was gonna be
I
better
thought it.
than those two.
I thought it was gonna be like top 3, top 5. If I thought he would need a couple more years to be at like Kelsey or Ertz or Kittle's level, but he surpassed my expectations.
Yep. So let me say something. This is something that Harbaugh says, but I mean I believe it. Who has it better than us? Nobody.
Yeah.
Anything else, AJ?
Nothing other than let's go out, get the W, and try to battle for that top seed once again.
Let's go. Thank you for calling, brother.
You too.
Okay, so I see a lot of back and forth here in the chat about Marcus Peters and Humphrey. Both of them are great corners, guys. I would say Peters did a really, really good job against D-Hop. And yes, Humphrey got away for a PI, but after that, he also played D-Hop good. D-Hop got some catches over Peters, a couple, and he did it over Jimmy Smith. The reality is D-Hop, in my opinion, in my book, is the best receiver in the league. So he's no easy task. The 3 corners had a really, really good game. If you ask me, Sonny, who you think is better, I think Martland is slightly better, but Peters will create more turnovers. Peters, on the other hand, also, so it's they're very unique. So this is why I want Peters back, not because I don't want Marlon, it's because both of them can. Okay, hold on. Okay, both of them can complement each other. So hello.
Hey, what's going on, Sonny?
Hey, Craven, what up, man? How you doing?
Not much. Just saw you're still streaming, so I thought I'd call in.
No, man, you do good. Oh, wait. 2 things here. One, I see it here. I see it. I haven't been following all the chat. I know the chat is coming rapid fire, but I won that shirt, Carlos and Go Dynasty. Nobody cares. Work harder. Love that
where
message.
Can you get that shirt?
I don't know. I might just make it myself. Second, again, who has it better than us?
Nobody.
Okay, what's up, Craven? Craven was with me again. You can check out his podcast on all the podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts. Or you can also check him on YouTube. But Craven was with me on Sunday. I did a pregame show. That's not something normally that I do. I did a special pregame show for the bar because I'm trying to, get all this stuff squared away with the bar. And thank you for joining me, man.
Yeah, no problem. I had a lot of fun. We were there for quite a while, too.
So you saw the game, and I will say, I said to you, there's no way we're putting 40, and you were right.
Yeah, I said 42, so I guess I was off by 1. But, I thought, if we got to that 42, that would have been like a defensive touchdown in there or something. I said 42-33, so you're talking total score, I was way off. But just to repeat what Earl Thomas said, I didn't think we were going to do him like that. So
me neither. I thought it was going to be a close game. I thought it was going to be a close game. I thought we were winning by 6, and nope. Again, I'm watching this, and I'm like, Patriots defense allowed 20 points. We scored 37. Seattle, almighty Seattle. He was the front runner MVP. Russell Wilson, we scored 30, and they only scored 16. And then the Bengals. Oh, no, sorry, not the Bengals. The Texans, we put 41, and they put 7. We've been impressive. We've been amazing, man. I had not enough good things to say.
Yeah, this team is doing something special, man. What they're doing on offense, it's, at the clip that they're scoring, I forget what the stat is, like what the actual percentage is, but it seems like they score damn near every drive. And that's something that's apparently some other statistician or some other, national analyst was saying that it's one of the best that's ever been recorded of, rate of scoring per drive. Just like watching the games, that's what it seems like. I was wondering if that was an actual stat, but of course they keep it, and I guess it is one of the best that we've seen. I guess better than the 07 Patriots, and they went 16-0. So I see good things for this team. They can always give us a letdown. You never know, but the way this team is rolling, I wouldn't bet on that.
I know, man. This team is rolling. I mean, this team again. It's looking impressive. Right now, I cannot see what is the holes. So let me see here. This is Jason says thoughts on Chris Moore, because I think he's just taking a space and is not valuable to our team at all. I mean, he's there. He's inactive. If somebody gets injured, if our returner gets hurt, he's there. He's a body. I thought he was gonna be better this year. I didn't think he was gonna be as good as Ship's claims, but I thought he was gonna be better, and he has been a disappointment this year.
Yeah, I was saying, like, before the season started, just no more. Like, I mean, it's been 3 seasons. He was a valued member of the special teams unit, being the return man and all, but he's not given much to us on offense, and it's not like he's been given a lot of chances either. It's not like he's getting the ball thrown to him. Even our other receivers, they barely get the ball. But it's like you said, he's just another body, and he doesn't bring anything to the table that someone else couldn't do. Like me personally, I'd like to see Jaleel Scott, because he brings his size and jump ball ability that no one else on our team has. So that's just my thoughts. I mean, I feel bad for the guy, because I feel like, maybe if you got more of a shot, he seemed to be able to catch the ball when it was thrown crazily. But anytime it was a pass straight to him, it seemed he would sometimes bobble it and pop it up in the air. There's a couple like interceptions throughout his career that were strictly due to him, where the ball hits his hands and he pops it up in the air and the other team gets the ball. And I don't know. I just feel like not a waste. I don't know. He's not bringing anything to the table now, of course, because he's injured. But I would have liked to see more from him, even in the limited opportunity that he was given. But oh well, man.
Well,
I kind of feel bad for the guy.
Yeah, I mean, this was his year. And either in practice or something, he has the problem with him. He will make plays, but he's not consistent. So, anyway, I'm gonna let you go, because I have one more caller behind you, and after that, I'm gonna shout out the live stream. But thank you for calling, brother.
Oh, for sure.
Take care, man.
Have a good rest of your stream, man.
Thanks, bro. Take care. Okay, so let me do. Let's go here. Hello? Is this
Sonny,
Dimitri?
what's going on?
Hey, man, how you doing, bro?
Good, how you been?
Man, hustling, working hard. Again, I don't know if you heard it, but I'm gonna have a watch party, guys. What is it? Whatever the let me go find dates. I should be more prepared. The December 8th. We're gonna have free food. Just buy drinks from the bar. Free food. We're gonna watch the Bills game there. There's gonna be a live stream before the game. Should be awesome. I hopefully you can make it, man.
Oh, that's going to be at the bar that you were doing live streams at?
Yeah, so I'm going to have a watch party. Yeah, so it's going to be free food. Obviously, just buy drinks, and there's going to be free food, wings, crab dip. I don't know. I'll check what is the menu, and I'll throw it out there so you guys can know.
Oh, I'm Russian. I'm going to buy drinks.
How you been, man? Are you high on this Ravens team?
Man, I've been high since the first game of the season.
Me and you. I met Dimitri and going to the camp, so we were both high on this team. What is
you were skeptical of Lamar, though. I'll be honest. You was a little skeptical in the beginning of Lamar.
Well, so with me for Lamar has been always the same thing. Or at the beginning of the year was, can he throw that 25% better, more accurate? And I thought he could. I didn't think he was gonna have an MVP year. I'm gonna be honest. I'm surprised that he having an MVP year. I think he's a front runner. But I predicted this team to go 11-5 because I thought Lamar can just have that extra oof. And then I still, before the year, I didn't think how you're gonna defend him. And after the year, And by this point, I still don't know how you're gonna defend it. But yeah, no. Early in the year, before the season started, I made a video. You can go find them somewhere, predicting the record, and I had us going 11-5. Which it looks like we're gonna be better than that.
For sure, for sure. I was gonna when I talk to some people, they always say like, "Oh, we're going to the Super Bowl." I'm like, "Hey, man, don't talk about the SB word.
I know, I
We're
know.
we're we're not talking about that word until playoffs, one game at a time."
I'm talking playoffs. I'm talking 1 seed, 2 seed. I'm not talking the SB word. You told me, Sonny, don't talk about the SB word. I'm trying to be
Don't
true.
jinx it.
No, so I'm talking about playoffs. Because now
So
we're 6 weeks from the end of the season, and
here's what I think.
go ahead.
Here's what I think. I think we're gonna beat the Rams.
Okay.
So we're gonna be 9-2. Um, I think the only challenge that we will have really is the 49ers because of their defensive line. That's going to be like a 50-50 game. I think we can beat them if we play the way that we've been playing. If our defense is going to be stand out like the way they have been, the coming together, I think we'll beat them. But it's also a toss-up because they do have a good offense and they got a good defensive line.
True.
The Besides that, I don't see us losing any other games. I mean, of course you got the Browns and Steelers that could be trap games, but hopefully at that time we won't really. I mean, we will still play to win, but we won't really care about those games because we'll already clinch. But you would want to go for that 1 or 2 seed. I think the Patriots can definitely lose another 1 or 2 games.
I think the Patriots had the potential to lose a game or two here and there. So, and shout out to whoever subscribed. I didn't see because my little thing is behind me, so I need to fix that. Shout out to whoever subscribed just to the channel. Thank you for that. But the Patriots, so for the 49ers, there's 2 things I wanted to say. They had trouble with Kyle Murray. Kyle Murray had 67 yards rushing, 150 throwing, 3 total touchdowns. So that in itself is impressive for the rookie. I think Lamar can give them problems. The big question is, can our defense hold? I want the Niners to win this week. I don't even know who they play. Let me see. The Packers. They're playing the Packers. I need them to win so they can come hype to M&T Bank and they're be ready to get slapped. If they lose, they're coming extra motivated, right? Because they're just salty.
Hi.
Yeah, I need them to win, and they come almighty at 9-1 or no 10-1, and then they're just gonna face Lamar, and then and they're gonna tell you, well, they already faced Kyle Murray and blah blah blah. Kyle Murray is good. Kyle Murray's good. I'm not disputing that. I like the kid. I like how he played. I thought he should have been the first pick as a quarterback. But I think Lamar is still better at this point than Kyle Murray.
Yeah, Lamar's a different animal.
So, yeah. Anything else, man?
If anybody's still interested in getting their jerseys worked on, tomorrow is the last drop-off day for that place.
So remember, Dimitri put the place if you wanted to unstitch a jersey and put the new name of a new player or change numbers or whatever. There's a place.
With original numbers.
Yes. It looks like he showed me some pictures. It looks exactly the same. Go drop your jersey there, and hey, man, they do a good job. He showed me some pictures. They definitely do a good job.
And I just dropped them off. I bought the authentic Flacco jersey from NFL Shop for like dirt cheap, and I brought it into them for them to turn it into a white Lamar jersey. So the place is called Pro Am. If anybody is wondering, Pro Am is in Timonium. So tomorrow's the last day because they're closing at the end of the month. They've been there for 40 years, and she decided to call it quits.
Okay, so check it out, guys. Thank you, Dimitri, for the call.
All right, man. Keep doing your thing, Sonny.
Thank you, brother.
All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna shut down the calls, but before I go, let me go for the comments because you guys have been awesome in the live stream. So Rafael says the challenge will be the Browns again, maybe. That team hasn't looked the same since they play us. We can't have, and then the other thing is we're gonna play super focused with that game. We can't have meaningless games if we're only one behind the Patriots. I agree. No, that's true. There's no meaningless game. That's what I was saying. Even the Steelers game, if for me that's meaningless if we're locked. But if we're not locked and we're fighting for it, we playing hard that game. They worry me. Their defense. I agree with that. Our O-line is playing so good, man. Our O-line is playing so good. Still, if he's on pace to have the least amount of punts ever in a season, I know, man. I mean, Sam is over there just chilling. He's just chilling. He's like, you guys do you. I'm good. I can only. I mean, I don't see him in the sideline, but I can only imagine him just joking, and they're like, Sam, you get the punt. What? I have to work. What? Holding the ball, right? No, you actually had to punt. Like, what? I haven't even worn on my leg. I mean, it's crazy. I remember some GMs and scouts saying they had a higher draft grade on Rudolph than Lamar. And that's just sad. Rudolph looks like a trash quarterback. He's not good. I would put the Duck before Rudolph. He looks bad. Their runs concern me a little. Their D-line is serious. I agree. So Bozeman will have a serious task. But again, I like what I've seen. Our secondary will have a field day on Jimmy G. That's my hope. Flacco's jersey for Rack's joke. Well, what he did was he changed the number for a Lamar one. Dimitri did. Rectification day is week 16. Yes, man. Oh, guys, so go check out that Joker 811. That's Dimitri's channel. Go check him out. I know he was doing some stream before. I haven't checked your channel lately, Dimitri, but I know he was doing some streams, Matin stream and all that. So check his channel. I saw those games before. I'm not that good at Madden, guys. I had almost no time to play Madden. I used to play more, but I'm okay. But if you're a hardcore Madden guy, you will whoop me. You will whoop me like the Ravens whooped the Texans. Let me just say that. Browns will be playing against Kenny Young, TJ. That's true. That is true. Our defense is way different at this point. Cowboys will beat the Pats. Ezekiel Elliott will run all over the Pats. I'm hoping, man. Jason Harbrough says, and we now have Chuck Clark has been playing amazing. Darren Johnson says, I'm confident the Ravens will beat the Rams. I'm hoping. I've been playing good. Uh-oh. I don't know why my live stream just went offline. There we go. I don't know what happened. I had a blip there. Okay, so you saw what Dimitri. I know he has a very nice collection. He has really nice jerseys. Dude has good taste. So go check out his channel. That Joker 811 on the stream. Yo, the weather is horrible. Yeah, well, the weather's not great right now. Me being from the Caribbean, it doesn't feel great for me either. I will show my authentic jerseys. I'm very active with sub like you. Yeah, man. Go check his channel up. Yeah, I don't know what happened, Go Dynasty. For a moment there, I was like, what happened? Anyway, also, guys, if you can, look, I'm 3 subscribers for 800. My boy Rafael, if you have more Brazilian friends that would like some Ravens content, I'm trying to get to that 800 before the week ends. Trying to get to 1,000 before the year ends. I don't think it's going to happen, but hey, if you can do it, if you can help me, go ahead, help me share my channel. Like I said, once we get to 1,000, I become YouTube partner. I'm going to be throwing a jersey for a giveaway. So so help me to get to 1,000. Also, watch party, more details to come. Follow me, FCG Sports, on Twitter, Facebook, and IG. And before I go tomorrow, Joe Newell's channels, NF Podcast is gonna be fun. Go check that out. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining the live stream, and I will see you next time. Peace out.